is up? This is Trent with SoundLink Magazine once again here at Warped Tour in Charlotte. This time with Counterparts. How you guys doing?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
Just okay.
Just okay?
I'll live.
Okay.
I'm fine. Blake, how are you?
I'm barely alive.
Barely alive.
Yeah, same. We're barely hanging on, but it's all good.
It's the heat, right?
It's definitely the heat.
And forklift drivers.
Yeah, forklift drivers are definitely on one.
Yeah.
What happened? Tell that story real quick.
Just like every day our other guitar player goes up to use a porta potty and like a forklift driver almost picks him up. It's happened to him twice.
Yeah.
One time the porta potty fell over. Luckily he didn't get covered in mystery liquid.
Was he in the porta potty?
Yeah. Yeah. So today it's a bunch of union guys today. So like, you know, they don't. Can I swear?
Yeah, exactly.
They don't give a shit. So they're, you know what I mean? They're all like fucking old and miserable and they don't care, much like us.
Yeah.
So they're like,
They're older and more miserable.
Yeah, they're like twice my age and twice as miserable.
Yeah.
So at least I have something to look forward to when I'm 50. But so the forklift drivers are like, they're like going in there and there's like we saw a dude with a fucking broken leg on crutches get in there today, and the forklift drivers are just not even checking the doors. They're just coming in and like picking him up, and it's like, yo, I mean, I don't care. Maybe you're a millionaire. Maybe you get paid millions of dollars annually to lift shit from one place to the fucking grounds to another. But they like just kept messing with it, and so Adrian's like blowing up the group chat being like, it's happening again, like you guys gotta come help. So we like, you gotta get out of here. Yeah, so I'm like, all right, I'm done with this. So like 7 of us just run up and we're all like hanging out near Adrian, and the dude's like sitting in his forklift all like scared and shit, because I mean, you know, there's like 7 of us or whatever, and he just drives away and we're like, okay, I think we're good.
Yeah.
But the amount of tweets alone I've seen on this tour of just like, well, I got moved while shitting today.
It's a straight up epidemic.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
crazy.
a fucking epidemic.
Yeah, like when
Pat from Movements, Vincent from the
Vincent, I think Garrett from Silent Planet got. It's just like when people look back and like 1,000 years from now and they're looking
Kevin, help.
They're looking about all the epidemics of the world, like, you know, you got like Zika and all this shit. They're gonna be like, oh, you mean the great porta potty scare of Warped Tour 2017?
Oh yeah.
So it's like a recurring theme on the tour this year.
Pretty much for Adrian, especially, because it just sucks. Because like,
you should be afraid to shit.
Yeah. You just hold it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, like, and like that's the thing is like Adrian's just like a nice, like fairly chill dude, so it's like of course it's happening to him, because like even you know, we were like talking, like Craig from Sick of It All was just saying like, oh man, if that was me, like I would have just swung on the guy, and it's like yeah, I think if it was anybody but Adrian, that probably would have happened. But
lift me up while I'm shitting and see what happens.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, don't even check the door. They're like they don't knock, they don't do anything. They're just like,
all the fucking lock things on.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, all you gotta do is you just gotta look on the lock. Yeah, it's like
it's red.
It tells you when it's occupied.
Yeah. It's crazy, but fuck it, whatever. If it happens again, we're just gonna. I think some forklift driver's gonna be in one when it flips upside down.
Y'all should like have a town hall meeting about the.
Adrian
production.
literally went to production today, and he's like, I'm done with this. I can't deal with it. Like something's got to change. It's like, all right, sure.
I'm certified to drive a forklift.
Oh, I didn't know that, but let's do it.
Go all Grand Theft Auto on the forklifts.
Down. Neil can run up to the forklift, press triangle, and all of a sudden he's the chauffeur, the shit chauffeur. So
besides the whole forklift scandal of 2K17 Warped Tour, how's it been treating you guys with the crowds and all that stuff?
It's been good. Yeah.
The crowd's been awesome.
Tour's been cool. I mean, it's like, and surprisingly, even though like there's definitely, you know how it is. Like, luckily we're on the monster stage, so we're not playing at the same time as any of them, but. You know, there's definitely bands on other stages that I worry about when we have the same set time. But even then, it's like we can play at the same time as Beartooth and still have a really good crowd. So it's like, you know what, fuck it. It's cool. Like if people care and they want to see us, they're gonna come see us. Yeah. You know, like and we're very much like a non-gimmick band. I just literally don't have it in me to care that much. So it's like, you know, when it's like we're not necessarily here to like play up on that. It's just like we're just gonna do our thing, and if people pay attention, then they pay attention, you know. Exactly. So luckily people have, and it's like it's nice because you know half the other tour, you know, you see it and you walk by and you're just like shit. Like maybe if I you know did the whole like big vocalist guy thing, maybe people would be like, oh shit, maybe I should watch this band. But we're just up there with our like who gives a shit this, who cares that, and people somehow still come watch us, so it's nice.
Now, was last year or is this year your first year on the tour?
This is our like Counterparts' first year on the tour. Blake's been in it. Blake's done it a couple times.
Yeah, this would be my 3rd year doing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
So,
first one for us.
Have you guys prepared for it? I guess if he's done it a few times, did he bring any wisdom to the
Yeah,
table?
yeah, definitely.
Like, how did you
Both-
guys prep for it being your first
Right,
time on it?
I'm a fucking dumbass. Number
Yeah,
one. I'm a straight dumbass.
So both him and Trey and Neil have done the tour before, so we definitely have had like at least like a buffer to where it's like, yo, don't swing on the forklift driver because you might get kicked off. Like, there's rules and stuff, So it's like,
Sorry, Kevin.
so it's like, okay, So at least like having that, me coming into it as my first year on the tour, it's very. I didn't know what to expect. Like, we try to just treat it like any other tour because I think that, in the grand scheme of things, like there's definitely bands that are like Warped Tour bands, and I don't know if we fall into that category, but for some reason we definitely have a good crowd watching us every day, so it's very cool. Like it's cool that we can go do like a club or even like we played the Nashville date and then we played a house in Nashville like hours later.
Yeah, my friend actually booked that show. I know that guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like so.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
No,
guy.
Yeah, it was his house. He's from South Carolina. He moved to Tennessee a few years ago. So.
I live in Nashville.
Yeah, it's like
yeah. So I hit up Zan and I was like, "Yo, let us play your fucking house, dude."
Yeah. And that's the thing. So it's definitely cool to like go from a Nashville Warped Tour set at 2 p.m. and have that many people watch us to like, all right, now we're gonna do something. Maybe it's more our style. Whether you consider that good or bad, we're gonna go play this like sweaty, miserable house when we're all blackout drunk, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I bet you guys are stoked
It was great.
to get the offer finally. You guys have been doing this for a few
for
years
sure,
now.
yeah.
You guys are getting to release another album and stuff. So
Yep.
you guys have finally arrived to get on this tour and stuff.
Right.
So
Of course, yeah. And I think that while like it's definitely a great tour, and it's this entity, like it's this pedestal like tour that everybody's trying to get.
Oh, yeah.
And for us, it was definitely like I want to do it, but I don't want to sacrifice anything to do it. You know what I mean? So it's cool that we get an offer and we can do the tour comfortably and be what Counterparts is. With this year. So like a couple of you like we had an offer like a couple years ago, and it was just like it's very cool and we appreciate it, but I don't think we can make it work.
Yeah.
So it's nice that finally we can do it, and we can sort of not necessarily on our terms, but like the offer and the tour itself is like, okay, now we can make this work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For the
and
band.
none of us really knew what to expect coming into it, just because like we're a kind of band to where like we're not technically like a Warped Tour gimmicky band like he was saying
I said, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
we're not usually we're not.
Which no offense to you motherfuckers in Neck Deep,
No, but that's the thing is like there's definitely like there's bands
Hey, we're boys.
that,
Don't worry, we're boys.
yeah, don't worry, we're friends with them. It's fine. We're not being mean. No, but you know what I mean. Like you see some of the bands and you're like, this is your shit. Like this is
like Andy Black, I Prevail.
of course,
bands
yeah.
bands
It's like
that,
this is
yeah.
where you're gonna thrive, and
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
us, like just like not even in like a negative way, just speaking factually, I never considered us like I never thought that Warped Tour was gonna be this like thing that we could come into and be like, they're gonna fucking bow down for us, man. Like we're gonna kill it. But that being said, the shows are still really, really cool.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, maybe we are, like maybe people like us enough to come watch us while we're competing with some of the bigger bands like Neck Deep or Beartooth or like a lot of the main stage bands, and we still have a really good crowd. So it's like, oh shit, like maybe
Beartooth like helped that because they're not too far they're not too far off from what you guys
Definitely
are.
not. No, not at all.
But they're a big band, so maybe they opened the door for like Being As an Ocean.
yeah,
and you
of
guys
course,
and
yeah,
things like
well,
that to come on.
exactly,
board, too,
and that's the thing is like
they're fucking killing it this year.
Yeah, like they're literally the one band that makes me sweat if we have the same set time. Anybody else, I'm like whatever.
Yeah.
But when I see like Counterparts 5:10, Beartooth 5:30, I'm like, whoa. All right,
Too close.
I'm like, the first half of the set's gonna be good, and everything else is gonna be
Very
fucking misery.
shit.
But
Very shit.
that being said, in Orlando, or not Orlando, West Palm Beach, we played at this like the exact same time,
And it
and
was
our
fun.
set was still great.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's like,
Yeah, it was fun.
okay, sure, and that was the thing is like, not that it's like in a negative way when I say this, but there's definitely bands that do thrive on Warped Tour, and there's bands that it might. I don't want to say like go over people's heads because it's not like we're an intelligent band. We're just like dumbasses playing music. So it's like, there's definitely like it's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's different types of bands, like bands that will come in here and like they'll fuck the tour up and they'll play and it'll be the biggest thing in the world. And then you have a band like us where I didn't think that, in my mind, I'm like, we're just this like 200 cap room club band, and that's what we're gonna be forever. And to be able to play and like go on stage and look out and just be like, holy shit, there's like 1,000 people here.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
For sure.
But it's like, yo, you didn't have anything better to do? Like, you're gonna watch us? All right, sure.
All right,
No,
so we're gonna just be up here being fucking dumbasses.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like, you know, so it's cool though. Like, it is a really good opportunity, and I think that, you know, there are definitely, like, we see it every day. Like, there are kids that are literally hearing us for the first time ever on the tour, even though we've been playing music. Like, we've been touring since like 2010. You know what I mean? So it's been like 7 years of this just like touring internationally. So, and kids are still coming up being like, I don't know what the hell a Counterparts is, but that set was awesome. And it's like, sick.
We'll take that. We'd rather like take a tour like this and play to new people than just sit on our asses at home.
Of course,
you know?
yeah. Like, no, like, I don't think, like, there's not really anybody that's like too cool for Warped Tour. You know what I mean? It's like either or, like, you know, maybe 10 years ago it was like doing, you know, like it was fucking crazy, but it's like, it's still a good tour, and it's still like, there's people that literally will not go to club shows and they come to Warped Tour and that's their one concert for the entire year.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, well, fuck, if we can go there and like shake them up a little bit and make them care, and then come back on a club tour and have them come out, that's like the goal of the tour, you know, for us anyway. Like, you know, obviously, you know, what kind of music we play, like, we're not trying to be millionaires. Like, I know we're not going to be this big, huge band ever, but, you know, it's just like a slow, if we can just sort of get more people on board and be like, hey, maybe you fuck with it, come on, you know, it's cool. Yeah,
all right, sweet.
Awesome.
So real quick, plug the new album, when's it come out and everything, and
September 22nd, You're Not You Anymore. It's on Pure Noise, New Damage if you're in Canada. Yeah, it sucks, don't buy it. No,
right,
and
it's new record this September. Any tours around that you can talk about? Or?
Yeah, we're actually like, it's funny, we didn't really have anything planned, and then we just, like, us and Straight From The Path were talking about doing this like weird co-headline tour where we just like hit Canada, and it ended up being not only us and Straight From The Path, but Comeback Kid's also on it now, and Gideon is on it too. So it's like, you know, like the only thing that I wish is, like, I wish that it was hitting the US, but at the same time it's like, well, you know, everybody gets to see us on Warped Tour and stuff like that. So and we are Canadian, 3 of us are, so it's like, all right, we're a Canadian based band, we should give back to our own country, you know what I mean? Like, they're the ones that gave a shit about us back in 2009 that got us playing internationally. So I was like, and Stray love Canada. I mean, and Comeback Kid Canadian as well. So it's like, you know, that whole thing is just like, it just felt like, you know, it's cool, and Canada doesn't really get a lot of like crazy tours anymore. So it's nice to be able to, you know, play the cities that we grew up playing, but now they're in like 800 cap rooms instead of 50, you know, and now instead of playing with just us headlining and nobody else on the show, it's like, well, you got Straight From The Path, Comeback Kid, Gideon, like, you have this crazy package. So that's what we're doing for the release. And then
like some European stuff.
Yeah, we've got Europe stuff like at the end of this year, and then early next year. We have a US, like, North American tour in February. Can't say who with yet, obviously, but it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be stupid.
Okay.
Like, the lineup is insane. So.
All right, so I got a fun one for you. We'll let you guys go here. I'm curious to hear your answers to this, because you guys like to joke around and stuff. So
of course, it's all we're good at.
If you could date, hang out with, or marry Taylor Swift, and she wrote a song about you, what song would that be called, and what would it be about?
Hold on, repeat that.
If you could hang out with, date, or marry Taylor Swift, and she wrote a song about you, what would that song be called, and what would it be about?
Well,
I'll let you field it first.
all right. Well, I have a very mild lazy eye, so I would hope that she would write a song about that.
Okay.
We call it Mistake One Night with Blake.
My only hope is to get, you know, if we were dating and hanging out or something like that, and I got my own little version of Choke about me, I think that would be nice. I think that would help offset my anger a little bit.
Okay.
Shut up. What are you fucking grabbing your throat for? No, but you know, realistically, it'll never happen.
Of course.
Because look
Fun
at us.
fact, the first band I was in, the singer of the band went to high school with Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Was that As Hell Retreats?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And
I didn't know
That's
that.
nuts.
And Jackson dated her best friend Abby, and then after that, Teardrops on My Guitar was written.
Really? Crazy.
Ooh.
Connect the dots.
Connect the dots, everybody.
There's only a couple degrees of separation here.
I know.
All right. All right, well, Counterparts, thanks for talking to us today.
No problem.
Soundlink Magazine. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for having us.
Disconnecting things, and it never to release my tragedy. All that we leave behind is misery, and my